gems breaking all the bars. Yo, the crowd's feeling it, energy's alive. Spotlight on the tails where the future arrives. Bass in the air, every story's a spark. Late night on bass, we're light in the dark. Bass night stories on the stage, we vibe. Talk show magic where the chain comes alive. Tokens in the flow, let the legends provide. Late night on bass, we're taking it worldwide.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Late Night on Base. I'm your host, Bill the Bull, with a full head of hair, back out of the podcast studio. Excited, man. Sometimes I do live streams, sometimes I do podcasts, and today we are joined by Afox from Yieldseeker, my friend with a great mustache. How are you doing today?
I've never had that compliment before. I appreciate it. I'm good. I'm excited. How are you?
Doing well, man. Market's literally atrocious, but you can't control that. But what we can control is produce great episodes on the podcast. So I'm excited to have you on. For those tuning in on Spotify, this will be on Spotify. Head over to YouTube as well, because YouTube, you'll have the video conversation so you can see what's going on. We're going to stream, or we're going to obviously live demo the site, the web, the app, all sorts of things. So tune in for that. So, all right, my friend, let's just chat. I'm glad your day is going well. But I'm excited about this show because it's always great talking to real builders on base, right? I love all sorts of projects, memes, everything, but real builders doing things that are going to benefit other users is the name of the game. And I love how you're integrating AI into DeFi. So for me, it's two very important sectors. So if you don't mind, my friend, for those tuning in everywhere, podcasts, where they consume their podcasts, what is Yieldseeker?
Great question. Cool. So essentially, Yieldseeker is a platform that gives every user their own AI agent investment manager. And we're focused on stablecoins for now. And essentially, you get your own personalized AI agent that will analyze DeFi protocols in real time and try to get you the best stablecoin DeFi yields. That's it.
I like it. Okay, so you're utilizing AI agents to search for the best opportunities for you to earn your yield on the stable coins that you deposit into the protocol, correct? Okay, so walk me through this. All right, so basically, for those that might not know, AI agents do the work for you. And, maybe not in the real world, the AI agents are a thing, but in crypto, especially in the tech world, they automate a lot of things to save you time and attention. So, Afox, talk to me about how does this process work? Because let's just start from the beginning, because everyone in crypto especially needs yield. They say passive income is what, like the seventh or eighth wonder of the world. So I'm a user right now. We're on your website, Yieldseeker. Talk to me. What do I have to do to start earning?
Okay, so the onboarding is very, very simple. If you scroll down, you'll see a couple of images that kind of highlight the onboarding process. But essentially, there we go. All you need to do is you log in, connect your wallet. Then it will ask you to create your account, give your account name. We also like to just make it a bit more fun. You give an emoji for your agent and a name for your agent as well. Because in the fullness of time, we want you really to build a relationship with that agent, right? That's kind of the longer term vision here. And then as soon as you've created your agent, you pop some money in, and that's it. It's done. It'll get going. And we've now made it so that on the wallet page, you can either send in USDC, because this is a base app, right? So you can send USDC on base directly to the agents as you would any other account on the blockchain, or you can on-ramp with a credit card using Coinbase's ability to do this, their integration. And we also have another integration with LeFi, which allows you to basically swap any coin into USDC on base. So basically, say you've been meme coining on Solana or something, and you want to now lock in those gains. Say you've got $100 in some meme coin, you can just use that integration on the wallet page and deposit straight into USDC on Base with your agent. And then the agent goes to town and does the work for you. You don't need to even think about it.
Interesting. Okay, so I want to walk through this, and for those that are tuning in, if you guys just want a simple pitch as to what YieldSeeker does, it's the AI agent analyzing DeFi protocols to get you the best stablecoin yields. I make you money while you sleep, and who doesn't like making money while you sleep? All right, so let's figure this out. Let's try this. So let's try to connect this. I want to do a live demo and show the people just how simple it is. All right, so I assume start earning. So let's see. Welcome to YieldSeeker. By the way, I think I hear some background noise on your end. So let's just.
Is it on my end?
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's probably just the fan.
No worries. No
let
worries.
Me mute. I'll mute whilst I'm not speaking.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Anyways, all right, so let's go to the main site, YieldSeeker. YieldSeeker AI agents automatically manage your on-chain crypto investments to maximize returns while minimizing risk. This tutorial will guide you through security first, how we keep your funds safe with cutting-edge security, agent technology, how AI agents work to maximize your yield 24/7, earning rewards, how to earn points on the leaderboard, qualify for our airdrop, getting started, everything you know to start earning yield today. All right, so let's check it out. Security, I'm not going to read it all, but it's very security. It's very secured. Their trust, your security is their top priority. All right. Now, Afox, let's get you to chime in. How agents work, your YieldSeeker agents, autonomous AI that manages your DeFi positions. All right, so I want from your words. I don't want to read this. How does the AI agent work? How is it able to find the best yield for your stablecoin?
So we're integrated with, when we started, it was predominantly Morpho. At this point, tell me if at any point the sounds.
No, you're good, sir.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think it's the fan in the background. So yeah, we are integrated at this point. Like I say, at the start it was predominantly Morpho. At this point, with some 9 different providers. So there's like Aave, Spark, Compound, Yo, Wasabi, 40 Acres, just a whole lot of different options, and a lot of different vaults. All the more safe side of crypto, right? We're not really doing anything wacky here, but it's between 30 to 40 different vaults, and the agents analyzing all of them and making decisions on your behalf onto where to move that money. So if you were to do this, right? If you as a human being were to say every day, log in and crawl over, tons of different sites and tons of different vaults and decide I'm going to take my money out of this one and put it into this one. I mean, you wouldn't even do that, right? You would maybe last a week and then get fed up. The agent does that on autopilot for you automatically. So it does a job that you wouldn't realistically do and gets you much better yield than you would if you were to just leave it in one place.
So let me ask you this. Obviously, it solves a problem and it makes things easier for people, which is the name of the game. But where did this idea come from? Why did you guys decide, your team decide, you know what, we need to analyze and make DeFi easier for people and integrate AI agents? Like what problem that came through that you're like, this needs to be done?
Yeah, okay. So this is a really good question. It talks a little bit about kind of our background, right? So me and my co-founder, we've known each other for between probably like 15 years. We did computer science at university in London, Imperial College, like 15 years ago, and we went off in different directions. But I've been in crypto for almost a decade, and I love the space, and I managed to convince my co-founder to get involved some 4 years ago, and we've been building since together. And we ultimately, I've been in space for a long time now, and I've seen the evolution. And for me, even someone like myself who's been in the space for a long time knows how complicated this stuff can be, right? My co-founder who joined still, relatively, 4 years is quite a bit in this space. He also is like, my family is still not going to use this, right? And so I've always seen the onboarding piece of crypto as like one of the most interesting pieces. And we've seen a lot of people have been onboarded over the years, but there's still a huge number of people who can't get access to really the benefits of what crypto offers. And I think there was kind of this combination of a few factors of late. Oh, is my connection okay? I think it might be freezing up a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but you're okay.
How are we doing here?
You're good.
Okay, cool. No worries. The late last year, we were seeing this kind of explosion in the AI agent side of things in the space. And we kind of had a bit of a moment there where we were looking and thinking, oh, there's something going on here that really we see AI as this kind of layer of, it can simplify life, right? It can make things easier, more productive. I mean, that's kind of the aim of the game with AI, right? And so we saw the opportunity to make this whole space just simpler. And I think really that's the side that we've approached, right? We're like, how can we get crypto to be simpler and easier for people? How can we attract on board people? And I think that's where all of these kind of different thought processes and converging ideas came together into like, well, let's use AI to get people yield on their stable coins. Because it's just kind of then, it all kind of comes together in a pretty simple to understand way and simple to explain offer to kind of newcomers into crypto, right? It's like crypto's confusing, or it can be confusing, even for experts. But hey, use this AI to make it simple for you and for you to make money on your dollars, right? I mean, stable coins for now is predominantly USD equivalents, and that's where we've started and where we're focusing for now. And we think it's a pretty easy offer for people to understand, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're saying you've been in crypto for the last 10 years. So obviously you running this project, it shows that you have a deep involvement and understanding of blockchain, which is obviously a very important metric to have for a founder. What drew you to the space though? As you've been in for so long, you've stuck around 10 years in an industry, in crypto especially, is almost like half your life, honestly. It's like 30 years. But what is it about crypto in general that you just find so appealing?
That's a good question. I mean, like, ever since I fell down the rabbit hole, I never really fell back out. Back in like 2016, when I really came across technology and what was going on, I personally had a bit of my background is computer science and economics. And so I kind of, merged two of my biggest interests. And the early exposure I had, I didn't really get it. I thought it was this weird online thing, but it was interesting. And then I came across a guy who's he's not as big anymore in the space, but Andreas Antonopoulos. He wrote some great books and he has some great videos. And that's where I began to really understand the potential. And then, I became a big advocate for Bitcoin and just these technologies. And I lived through the Ethereum ICO kind of boom. And then I was just like, this stuff is going to change the world. And so I've been kind of a participant ever since, but it was, like I say, some four years ago or so where we started actually building. Where I was like, okay, I want to be building in the space, not just advocating for it and telling people it's amazing.
Yeah, something of your own.
Yes, exactly.
I like it.
Back then, we kind of focused more on helping other people. We created a consulting company called Token Page, and we were building projects for other people, but we always wanted to build our own thing. And so Yield Seeker is kind of that moment where it was, okay, this makes sense.
Excellent. All right. So I love to hear that. So now we see how agents work. Now there's a leaderboard. For those you could earn points, climb the leaderboard. Now let's start. I'm very curious to see. All right. So Phantom, I'm going to connect my wallet. Okay. Sign to log in. I will do that. All right, so in this page, let's just make sure people see it. You can then create your account. We are so excited to have you in our open beta. YieldSeeker is an agent-powered platform designed to help you maximize your yields, constantly improving our platform. All right, so my wallet's connected. Username, late night on base. I have red. Great. Boom. Now you can personalize your agent. My agent's name is Little Bill because my name
Great
is
choice.
Bill. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you, sir. And we're gonna go with the $sign because I gotta make that rain. Little Bill. All right, let's see, buddy. Creating your agent may take up to 45 seconds as we deploy your agents. Okay, wrong network. Gotta switch to base. Gotcha. Got you, dog. Exciting. A little. I like the personal touch of like creating a the agent and like the name. I like that. That's a smart play. All right. And it says fund your agents, $10 USDC required. Fuck it. Let's do it. I have $27 in this. Let's just deposit it. Let's go 11. Live on air. Don't know what this error is. Let's try again. Let's see.
Try again. Try like 15 or something.
15. Make it rain. Make it rain. All right, 15 does work. So let's just go. All right, there's an error.
That's good. Well, live
them. It's all good. It's
live
all
demo's
good.
always like
This is.
But if you just send the money directly into that agent wallet,
okay,
then it will work.
Yeah.
So if you click that copy button,
yeah, we'll just do
the next
that.
one, the one below that.
Yeah, we'll do that. See, that's the thing. Live on air, you get the bugs out. I know how it is. All right,
we'll put that into the list of bugs to have a look at.
For sure. Let's see. It seems like it did get deposited though, because my USDC balance is showing $1.49. Let's refresh. Oh, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it did take it. It did take the money out. So, see. Okay, I'm all set. Does it say where it shows? Okay, see, $25. Boom, it got there. So it worked.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But that is a little quirk for us to look at.
Yeah. All good. All right. So, and then if you ever wanted to withdraw, for people to say, just withdraw, it gets you back. Cool.
So now, to explain what will happen is you don't actually need to do anything. You've done the onboarding. But if you want, you can click that Run Auto Seek.
Where?
Button up. So where this kind of colorful thing is saying, it says your agent's working
run here
for you. You can run it. It will do it for you automatically, but if you want to, you can click Run Auto Seek, and it should find a position for you.
So are you able to, like, when you do this AI agent, they look for the best yields. Are you able to withdraw your money at any time?
Yes. So if you click Done now, if you go, it will scroll down. You'll see where it's decided to put it into that vault.
Cool.
And then if you click Withdraw, it will withdraw back out of that position into the agent wallet.
Very cool. So right now it found the best risk-adjusted API on the market at the moment.
Yeah, that doesn't obviously look 3.5. There are definitely better vaults. So I think if you were to refresh, it would come up with a better number there. But yes, that's basically because it's kind of constantly calculating some of the stuff. If you go to the performance page now.
This is really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, to me, it's not a matter of like, oh, I need the highest thing, but it allows me to find, like, I would have known to find Alpha Growth USDC base vault and have it in a way where I can withdraw at any time. So for instance, if I'm looking at the screen, I want to withdraw, let's just see it. It's like a no risk to me. Confirm withdrawal, processing withdraw. Boom, withdrawal initiated, and there you go. And now I have it in my agent wallet.
It will be back there, yeah. after it's
Yeah,
refreshed.
that's cool, man. This is like the future.
So
This
if
is
you go to
literally
the performance page, there's a little bit of a lag there. If you click on the demo page there, in the meantime, you can see the demo page
where's the demo? Oh, here.
in the middle. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
here you can see kind of what an account that's actually been running for a while would look like, right? So say it has a balance there at the top. If you scroll up a little bit, yeah. So it's got like, it's a demo. It's got like $28,000 in there. The
Wow.
yield's up. You can see what you're earning right now, what you earned the last day, the last 7 days, the last 30 days, and all time. And then you can see kind of all the moves that the agent would have done for you. So if you scroll down to the bottom there, you can kind of get a feel for like it would have claimed this reward and then converted this token, moved
Wow.
money place, and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. Right.
Very, very cool. All right. So yeah, I mean, this is awesome. Like I said, for those that don't have the time to do it, then this is great. Let's see, just so I know where the money is. So I withdrew it, so it's not refreshing here. Maybe you
Yeah,
want
it's one of those live live moments where if it will appear there in that area afterwards.
okay. There you go.
There we
See,
go.
it just takes some time. The money is back. There you go.
Live thing.
Classic life. All right. So I love it. It's very interesting to just be able to plug and play. So let's then talk about what's next. What's next for Yield Seeker? It's up and running. It's in beta. I'm able to deposit. I'm able to earn yield. I can withdraw at any time. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, so I mean, as you can see, there are a few kind of visual quirks. We're always trying to iron them out and trying to figure those ones out. But we are also working on just a rebranding. The product is a lot more on the back end than it is on the front end. As you can imagine, there's a lot of kind of magic that's happening there. And we want to now actually make that UI just a lot cleaner and nicer. And so we've been working on that more recently, and we should have a refresh in, either later this month or probably early next month. I'm pretty excited about how that's looking. And what we're constantly doing is adding more vaults and stuff. So like I said earlier on, we've got something like 9 providers. And the current state, even today, my co-founder in our Discord said, hey, who wants to be involved in these new features that we're testing out with these new providers? And so we've segmented a few set of users, like a limited set of users who have access to even more vaults and some even more kind of variability in what the agent can do there for you. But ultimately, the long-term vision is kind of to have an agent that actually kind of learns from you and makes decisions based on what you want it to be doing. Because right now, you just joined, dropped some money in with it, and it went off and did its thing. You didn't really influence much, whether it should be taking more risks or be more low risk and so on and so forth, be, conservative or aggressive. But in the fullness of time, we want you to be able to have a sort of, I liken it a little bit to like Jarvis from Iron Man. You have someone that you can kind of, not necessarily converse with regularly, but an actual investment manager that will learn from your needs and your desires and from the market and kind of match that, right? And we're focused very much on stablecoins for now, but in the fullness of time, we'll support more tokens as well.
And I like that a lot. Now, turning back to you, because another thing I like on my show again is to know the founder and go deep in a few questions, because I guess that gives authenticity, because there's a million projects on base and crypto, but very few founders come on to talk about themselves. And I think that goes a long way. Running a project's not easy, right? We all know that. Or maybe people don't know that. It's not just like, hey, here's a cool project, run it. It's extremely difficult, especially as an entrepreneur. I'm genuinely curious for you, especially, what has been the biggest struggle you've encountered running Yield Seeker?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of things, right? There's, security is our number one thing here. As soon as you're creating agents that are kind of managing people's money with them,
Sure.
you want to make sure that everything is working tip top. So we've not had any issues on that front, but that's always been top of mind. And just building everything to be as secure as possible has required a hell of a lot of effort. But the challenges have often been a lot more on that user side of the user experiencing perhaps some visual glitches and being scared, right? And because, I totally get it from the user perspective. You want to be able to feel confident that, that get that sense of security from the front end as much as from the back end, right? Mm-hmm. And so there have been moments where, I think there was one moment where an influencer who spoke about us brought in a big influx of users, and suddenly, we just weren't ready for it, and the front end servers struggled, right? The blockchain doesn't stop, right? So the blockchain's continuously going, and your money's in vaults, and you're totally fine, but the front end wasn't loading, and we had that for like a few, 6 hours or something, just a few problems that we had to fix up. And so we stayed up very late, didn't sleep that night to make sure that got fixed up. But, we've not had any actual problems with users' funds. But just that experience from the front end, from some users, that was a bit of a challenge. But yeah, between me and my co-founder, we're both technical. We were, I was speaking with people, letting them know that we're all good, and he was fixing up the things, in the background, and before everything was fine. So I think the overcoming that and keeping people's emotions in check is the kind of biggest challenge. And because we're still quite small, we haven't received any large funding as of yet. We're solving all the problems we're a small team solving all the problems at once. That can be quite challenging, but it's also very rewarding to see it working and people, talking about us and getting excited about using the product and having their own agent. And honestly, it's been a very, very fruitful and exciting process, and I'm very excited for what's to come next.
And I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see kind of, everything in action. My last question to you would be like, all right, I want you to visualize this. I want you to close your eyes or not, doesn't matter. But I want you to picture this. It is December 14th, 2026. And you are now everything is going well with yieldseeker. But what does that look like 1 year from now? What milestones, what accomplishments do you see yieldseeker having?
Great question. So obviously a lot more users and a lot more AUM, assets. We actually call it assets under agent. This was a term that another group in the space have used, and we quite like it. So we want to have like 10 to 20 million AUA. In fact, I think we could hit beyond those numbers by the end of 12 months from now. And we've already had 3,200 agents created. I think 10,000 plus agents would be very, very realistic and doable, and exciting, seeing that sort of growth. And in this time, building out a team around us and getting some further investment would just make for a very exciting 2026. And ultimately, I want the most important thing is users coming and saying, I love your product. Like I want 2026 to be a year where, at that date that you specified, we're thinking, okay, there's just lots of very happy people using our product. They want to see it grow. They're talking about us, and we're excited about making that happen.
I love it. Afox, thank you for coming on the podcast.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Everyone on Spotify, once again, go over to YouTube. On the top left-hand corner, you'll see a QR code. On the QR code, you can just scan it. It'll take you exactly to yieldseeker's website. We'll have all their contact information in the description on both platforms as well, and late non-invasive information. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to this video so we can produce banger content. It literally is free. It helps us out a lot. Until next time, everyone, this has been Late Night on Base and your boy, Bill the Bull with Afox. Take care, everyone.